What's up, my friends? Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to serve anyone who's looking to level up from their current situation. This show is dedicated to help raise the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts out there, those who want more out of life, those who want to do more, those who want to be more, those who love the thrill, the joy, and the connection of what these high performance engines bring into our lives. Because holding it wide open is what we do. Being a great freaking person is who we are. And living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the importance of prioritizing physical motorsport related activities over mental and emotional exhaustion. I love today's topic because I really vibe with it. And if you're investing your valuable time into the podcast, there's a high probability that you're probably a motorsport enthusiast. I mean, you might be supporting me and you might be just want to give love and support to the movement, but there's also a huge chance that you're a motorsport enthusiast. And there's probably an even bigger chance that you've heard the term burn rubber, not your soul. And in a very broad and a very generic term, what this means is that you want to be able to make time to do the things that you love before burning yourself out, trying to achieve success in your life. Like, don't lose sight of who you are. Excuse me, I want to take a sip of water because I felt my throat a little dry. Don't lose sight of who you are. Enjoy your life. Do it with honor and respect for yourself and those close to you. You see, the first time I heard this expression, burn rubber, not your soul, was, man, years ago when I watched the movie Biker Boys. And it's crazy how old that movie is because I researched it as I was, doing my research for today's episode. And this movie came out in 2003. That shit is over 20 years ago, man. That's fucking nuts how old that movie is. I didn't think it was that old, but it really is. So burn rubber, not your soul. Let's break this term down a little bit. Burn rubber, that's the first part of it. To the obvious eye, one automatically can relate that this is, related to doing burnouts, either with your motorcycle, with your car, with your truck, or whatever it is that you ride or drive. Like, it's all about doing burnouts. But if you take a deeper look at this, what the expression really implies is for you to just take action, for you to move forward, for you to make progress, but for you to do it in a rapid pace. Now, on the other hand, your soul, what this refers to is one inner self, our mental well-being, and our emotional health as well. And what it does is that it suggests that while it's important to work hard while we strive for success in our lives, it's equally crucial for us to avoid sacrificing our mental and our emotional health in the process of striving for that success that we're working so hard to achieve in our lives. So when I say burn rubber, not your soul, what this means is that I'm encouraging you to pursue your goals with the most ultimate determination. But I want you to do it in a way where you're also having a balanced way, a balanced life that prioritizes your self-care, your mental health, and your overall well-being. Because being burnt out, you don't do any good. This is a reminder for you to avoid overworking yourself, for you to avoid getting burnt out, for you to avoid just overworking yourself to the point of like that you create this mental and emotional exhaustion for yourself. That's kind of what burnout is. And if you've ever experienced burnout, that shit sucks. Like you feel like very shitty. You have no motivation. You have no drive. You really don't want to do anything because you just followed a period of extreme exhaustion. So burn rubber, baby. Pull out those freaking toys and let's do what we fucking love. Like if that's what it boils down to. You see, like I recently came from this drag and drive event called Sick Week. I'm actually wearing their shirt. And this one is called Sick Burnouts. I love this shirt. I'm actually going to show you the back of it. See, maybe it'll come out on camera. It's got burnouts for life. And that's really what I feel, man. Like, if you're a motorsport enthusiast out here watching this, you probably can relate to this too, man. I freaking love burning rubber. I love doing burnouts. And at this event, Sick Week, it was amazing. Like, I didn't get to race because the event was sold out. So what we did is I went with a group of friends and we participated in Sick Ward, which is pretty much the VIP access, and you have to do the same thing as all the racers, minus the racing. You still got to go to all the checkpoints. You still got to go to all the racetracks. You still got to do everything minus the racing, and it was still a badass freaking time. And so at this event, man, let me tell you, there were so many freaking gearheads around everywhere at that event. It was freaking awesome. It was a great time. It was amazing. And I'm not just talking about like gearheads with regards to the participants, for the people racing. Obviously, like if you're doing a drag and drive event, you know that that it's a big challenge. You know that you're into cars if you're obviously doing a drag and drive event, because that shit is not easy. You literally test the machine to its full capabilities. I'm talking about like everyone else that was at the event, man, the people at the checkpoints, like it was so amazing. Like the crowds, like the community, like I saw so many people at every checkpoint pulling out chairs, and older people too. Like you would think like some of these people are like, oh, hold on, these people are gonna kind of shut us down, but they were there encouraging us. They were like, yo, do a freaking burnout. Like at every checkpoint, they were encouraging everyone to like to get wild, to burn that rubber, to freaking do wild things. And like, man, that's what like resonated so much with me about this event, was that like typically when you do a burnout somewhere, people are like looking at you like, oh my god, that was such a bad thing. And over there, everyone's like, yeah, fucking do it. Go do it bigger. And bro, there were freaking massive clouds of smoke in the air. Like I freaking loved this event. And I had researched it a little bit, and my friends told me a lot about it, and they were like, yo, you're gonna come here, I know how you roll, and I recommend for you to bring an extra set of tires, because the party gets wild at the checkpoints. And like, I'm from Miami, and we drove up as far as Georgia, and that shit is hundreds of miles away from home. So of course I took an extra set of tires with me. Like, you think I was gonna get stranded all the way up there without a replacement set of tires? Like, man, fuck that. You got me fucked up. Like, that was not me. I wasn't prepared. And we freaking partied, man. I had my truck loaded up. I put like my tools, my tent, which, by the way, let me back up. I didn't have to take out one single tool for the whole week. I give my truck props for that. I truly feel proud that we did the whole event without having to need any tools for the Silverado. But I had tools, I had my tent, I had spare parts, I had the cooler, my back seats in the bed were fully fucking loaded, and I was still rocking these massive freaking burnouts. Like I even for a minute I surprised myself. I was like, oh, maybe I should take it a little bit easy. But bro, everybody was like, do it, yeah. And the best part was like I was doing these burnouts, and I would always surprise everyone, because you can't tell that my truck has train horns. So I start doing these burnouts, and the clouds of smoke will start building up, and the truck will start moving forward. Bro, I started hitting that train horn, and everyone's like, oh yeah. It was a freaking amazing time. It was like being a grown man surrounded with like little kids everywhere, everyone just enjoying, everyone encouraging you, everyone just being wild. And I freaking loved that event. Like, it wasn't about, oh, you're doing something bad. It was about how big of a burnout can you do? And I was doing massive freaking burnouts. Like I was surprising myself. I did some of the biggest burnouts I've done in that truck before, and I was hundreds of miles away from home, man. It was amazing. It was like exactly what I needed, like to feed my soul, to light it on fire. Like I loved it, man. I just being around the people who all share the same passion for doing the things that we love. It was amazing. Like, to feed our adrenaline, to push ourselves, and to also push our machines, because obviously the machines are really what's doing all the work, and you're pushing that shit to the fullest. Like that was a true test of man and machine. And like, of course there were challenges, no doubt. Like sometimes like you'd be like, oh, I don't know, is this the right move, is this the right route? One of my friend's cars broke, or like, and we were stranded, we have to go get parts, and it was a little bit stressful for a situation, and we're like, oh, hold on, stay focused. Listen, we're working together. And what that did is that brought bond between us. Like the community, the drag and drive community really helped each other out. Like, you're not allowed to help each other while you're racing, but if after you turn your time slip in and you're on the way to another racetrack, you can get help from other people. And we weren't racing, but we were there, and I was helping my friend fix his car in one of the stops. And you saw people pulled over, and every time you saw a group of cars pulled over, there was a whole bunch of other cars pulled over. Hey, what do you need? It was just amazing time. Like the community, the Drag and Drive community was really there for each other, and I loved it. You know, loved it so much, but it's really easy to get trapped into the, oh, all I want to do is burnouts, all I want to do is race, all I want to do is just freaking enjoy what we came to do, until your fucking pockets run dry. Like, it costs, tires cost money, hotels cost money, the trip costs money. And this is why it's so important to have balance in your life. Like, this is why it's so important to put in the fucking work, to achieve, to do more, to be more, to make good fucking money, so that we can feed our passions and we can come alive while we freaking do it. So when I say burn rubber, not your soul, know that we live by this shit, man. Hold that motherfucker wide open. Work hard, show up early, leave late, do more than you're told, be a freaking team player, strive for success in your professional and in your personal lives too. But you better make time to do the things that we love. Live your life wide open is the identity shift that helps us live life to the fullest, my friends. And I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the freaking ground, and I'm calling out all the motorsport enthusiasts out there, those who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from all the shit that's been holding us back, and let's prove to the fucking world that they wish they were like us, man. Those of you who made it to the end, I just want to say that you got yourself a win, and I truly appreciate you for investing your valuable time into the Live Wide Open podcast. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others improve is the mission that God has tasked me with. We are driven individuals, breaking the fucking stereotype and working towards becoming the best that we can be. Join me on this journey where we help as many motorsport enthusiasts as possible to create the best lives that we can imagine. You can follow me on my Instagram. My handle is WideOpenRandy. And if you felt any connection to today's message, man, I ask that you please share this on your social media stories, because those are the actions that really help us just spread the message. That's how more people see it. And when more people see it, that's how this movement grows. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. But till then, live life wide open, my friends. Peace.